이번 시간에는 스페인의 아주 특별한 와이너리 마초킥 와인에 대해 알아보겠습니다. 이번 영상은 행사 초대를 받아서 참석했습니다. 호세 루이스는 2000년 처음 와인과의 여행을 시작합니다. 호세와 라우라는 2007년 도쿄 와인행사에서 처음으로 만납니다. 그들은 가장 스페인스런 와인을 만들겠다고 다짐합니다. 2013년에 아내인 라우라의 이름을 따서 CASA 와이너리를 시작합니다. 모나스트렐로 유명한 후미아 지역의 무르시아에서 마초맨을 생산하기 시작합니다. 마초맨의 성공을 기반으로 스페인 중북부 리베라 델 두에로 지역에서 템프라니요 품종으로 만든 틴타피노를 출시합니다. 2023년 그들의 아들인 도쿄가 태어납니다. 가장 사랑하는 아들의 이름을 따서 20년 이상 장기 숙성 가능한 도쿄 시리즈를 출시합니다. 마초맨의 성공으로 새로운 라인업을 늘려갑니다. 에네미고 미오라는 이 지역의 멧돼지들이 가르나차 포도를 좋아했다고 해서 멧돼지 그림을 라벨에 그려넣은 와인입니다. 스페인 고급 산지인 리베라 델 두에로의 새로운 라인업으로 엘 고르도 델 시르코입니다. 서커스의 뚱뚱이란 뜻으로 베르데오 화이트 품종으로 만듭니다. 스케일이 가장 큰 와인이란 뜻으로 고르도 뚱뚱이란 이름을 붙였습니다. 새롭게 인수한 와이너리로 알렉산더 더 햄 팩토리는 예전에 햄 공장이었습니다. 햄 공장에서 다리를 잃은 돼지 알렉산더가 공장에 대항하여 싸움을 계속했다는 스토리를 담고 있습니다. 도쿄 고메즈 로어는 페드로 히메네즈 품종으로 만드는 스파클링 와인을 시작으로 알비오 마요르로 만든 화이트 와인이 있습니다. 와이너리 바로 옆에서 자라는 시라와 뿌띠베르도만을 블렌딩해서 퀴베 미나미를 만들었고, 이어서 모나스트렐과 가르나차를 블렌딩해 퀴베 미나미 2로 확장하였습니다. 마초맨은 모나스트렐 메인으로 만들었습니다. 프랑스의 무드베르처럼 강렬한 태양에서 무르익은 진한 블랙베리의 과실향이 느껴집니다. 하지만 오크 바닐라 향이 함께 이어지면서 전혀 거칠게 느껴지지 않았고 오히려 섬세하고 부드러웠습니다. 틴타피나는 처음부터 좀 더 밝은 체리, 라즈베리 향이 먼저 느껴집니다. 맛을 보면 강렬한 타닌감이 혀를 밀도 있게 쪼이면서 이탈리아 바롤로를 연상케 합니다. 마초맨보다 더 강렬하고 근육질의 터프한 와인이지만 템프라니요 특유의 섬세하고 실키한 타닌감이 이어집니다. 도쿄 고메즈 로호 퀴베 미나미는 10년 이상 숙성 가능한 포도로 만들어서 젖은 숲, 흙의 음습한 얼씨향이 먼저 느껴집니다. 오크 바닐라의 달달한 향이 은은하게 유지되고 10초 이상 피니쉬가 길게 이어집니다. 앞으로 몇 년 후가 더 기대가 되는 와인입니다.
Hello, yes. Okay, so we are ROJO winery. We are a winery in Spain. From the very beginning, when we started 14 years ago, we traveled the world as winemakers, learning from different grapes and from different soils of Spain, because Spain is a country with very rich wine differences. And then we decided to establish our two main wineries in the south, where we have dry climate, very sunny days, and beautiful Mediterranean influence, and in the north, in Ribera del Duero, where we have more continental climate, Tempranío grape, and more possibilities to do different wines that complement each other.
When we fell in love with wine, when we fell in love with this fantastic and wonderful world of the wine, one of the things that we like the most is that wine is a human being. It's always changing. You can never repeat the same wine because every different year is a different climate conditions, and also your vines are 1 year older, and also yourself is 1 year older. So you never do the same wine. Every single vintage is a totally different story. So why should you have the same label? To make a little change to explain and to tell the people, okay, it was a different vintage. It was a totally different adventure, a totally different story and history. Because every single bottle of wine is a history that we want to tell to the person who is opening the bottle. What we feel for the wine, it's pure love, and it's real love. So it's something that goes beyond passion, and we could only compare the love that we feel for what we do with the family, with the feelings that we have for between each other and for our son. So how can we put into the label that we want to be, super modern, we want to make beautiful labels, and we don't want to repeat the traditional family name labels, and for many years French wineries or Spanish wineries they have. We wanted to change that. So how can we put our family in the label, but not being boring, but being funny and being happy? So that's why we decided to make a kind of caricature, and of course made by a very top artist, Spanish artist called Eduardo del Fraile, who's got a very special style in his drawing, which is this style that you see here on the label.
The Tempranillo and the Monastrell are both the grapes, the type of grapes that represent each wine region. So Monastrell represents the southeast, where we make Machoman, and Tempranillo represents the Ribera del Duero, where we make Tintafina. The different climates require different grapes because they need to adapt to different conditions. So in this case, Monastrell is able to resist the lack of rain, the many days of impact of sun. We had like 4 or 5 months or 6 this year with no rain at all, not even a single drop. The Monastrell can resist, and it goes deep to search for the water. But the Tempranillo, on the opposite, resists loads of rain and very cold winters and very hot summers. So I would say they represent each area, but they are very different. It's like asking how's Jose Luis and how is Laura, how's Tintafina, how's Machoman. There are so many answers because Machoman represents the Monastrell, let's say, powerful grape because it resists the sun, but it's very delicate. So in a way, it's very humble, friendly grape. Tempranillo, like Tintafina, has a wild character. It's more like a wild horse. It needs loads of aging in barrel to make it subtle, to make it elegant.
And Tempranillo is a powerful horse. It's something really full of tannins and full of structure, and you really need food to drink it. So it's two different worlds, but we love them both because sometimes you feel like drinking something easy, something fruity, something delicate, but sometimes you feel like, okay, I'm gonna have a real steak tonight, or I'm gonna have some barbecue that I need something bigger, no?
Yeah.
So then you go for the Tempranillo. So both are amazing, but very different. We always, as a winemakers, we always want to have new challenges. We've been producing these two wines for many years, and you always want to get new frontiers, new things. So these wines are blends, and the art of blending, it's also something else. It's not just selecting the best Tempranillo, selecting the best Monastrell, and choosing the best grapes and ferment it in best vats and using the best barrels, and then get a fantastic wine. In this case, we get two different wines and we blend them together. So it's like two people that are totally different, but when you get together, it's a very nice couple.
Result.
To go with the name of our song, because our song is the blend of Laura and me, of the two families. So his name is Tokyo Gomez Rojo, so that's why it's the brand for the new family of expressive, intense, really exclusive wines. Very limited production to make us an amazing selection of grapes one by one, and we do the alcoholic fermentation in small wood caskets, wood barrels, individual. So we make around 8 here, 8 barrels, and we make around 4 barrels here. So very, very, very low production. Heritage, because you could enjoy now, but you could also wait for 20 years, and this wine will be improving and improving and improving, you know? Yeah. Well, you know, as a winemaker, you feel that the wines you make are your babies. So you love those markets that love your wine. You love those consumers, those wine lovers that are in love with our project and with our wines. And this is exactly what we feel and what we think when we are in Korea.
Korea. We love Korea and we love Korean people.
Yeah. Salud.
Salud.
(3분) 만에 끝나는 와인 이야기, 세상의 모든 와인입니다. 매주 한 편씩 업데이트되니 좋아요, 구독, 알람 설정 부탁드립니다.